Hi, welcome to another episode of Crypto Corner. I'm Nicole, and today we are going to be doing the Trezor Safe 3 setup guide. So you've purchased your Trezor Safe 3, and we are going to set this up today, and we're going to set up the Trezor Suite as well. So we're going to have a couple extra tips in there so that you set it up correctly for added security and privacy. So this is an exciting day if this is your first hardware wallet and setting it up. It may take you about 10 to 20 minutes to actually set it up. It depends on which backup you do. It depends if you're new to this or how comfortable you feel with backing up a hardware wallet. If you've done it in the past, you may have done it with another hardware wallet. You may have done it with another Trezor hardware wallet. If you have done it in the past, this is just kind of repetition and it's very similar. So you'll obviously be doing it a little bit faster. But no worries, it's no rush. When you're doing this, you do want to make sure that you are in a quiet place and that it's private. You don't really want anybody around. You don't want any distractions. You really need to focus and concentrate when you're backing up your hardware wallet. This is an extremely important security measure, and you just don't want any distractions whatsoever. So one of the things you're going to need is you're going to need your actual device, and you are going to need the cord that connects your device to your computer. And all of this came in the Trezor unboxing. You're also going to need a pen and a piece of paper to write down your seed phrase, your recovery phrase. You do not want to write this anywhere online. You don't want to save it on a USB stick. You do not want to save it in your notes on your computer. You do not want to take a screenshot of it on your phone. It's all digital, and you're compromising the security of your recovery phrase if you put it on these digital devices. You want the old traditional paper and pen and write it down, and you're going to keep that piece of paper in the safest spot that you know of. So let's get started on your journey of taking full custody of your cryptocurrency. Okay, so here we are and on our computer, and we are going to go to trezor.io/start. Congratulations on getting your new Trezor. We're going to download the Trezor Suite below. So that's our software package that is going to allow us to visually see our tokens and to be able to transact with them, receive and send crypto. So you can download this for whatever version of computer you have. It's even got mobile here. Typically, it will recognize which computer you're on already, and all you have to do is click on Download for Desktop. So you'll click on that. I'm on a Mac, so it will end up in my Applications folder. So once you've downloaded it, you will open it up, and it will bring you to this screen where it says Trezor Suite and welcome and connect your Trezor. Now, a couple of things. I always like to have it on dark mode. It's just one of those things. Definitely want to turn on your Tor so that this is one of the security privacy features that you've got with Trezor Suite. It hides your IP address whenever you open up your Trezor. So if you can click that on right from the beginning, that's good. And then we're just going to switch this to dark mode. So it's a little bit easier on the eyes. Now, all of these things you can actually do once you've logged in as well. We'll get into that in this setup. So we're just going to close out of here, and we are going to connect our Trezor. So it's asking to confirm anonymous data collection, and what this does is it helps Trezor, I guess, make the product even better. So you can choose to allow it or not. And then it takes us to this screen where it has already recognized that we have connected a Trezor Safe 3 to our computer. And it's asking three big questions before we move forward. So it's a security check. You want to make sure that the hologram sticker that we took off is intact and untampered with, and it wasn't. The device was bought from official Trezor shop or a trusted reseller. It was. I bought it from the official Trezor shop, which I prefer. I've bought all my Trezors that way. And the device package was intact and untampered with, which it was. So we're going to click on Set Up My Trezor. It says it takes approximately 20 minutes, so we'll give it a go. And we come to firmware installation, where you can actually, this is where you can choose if you want to install the Bitcoin only firmware or you want to store more than just Bitcoin on your Trezor. I want to store more than just Bitcoin, so I'm going to just click on the green button for install firmware, which will allow me to put more than just Bitcoin on my Trezor. Okay, and that didn't take anywhere close to 20 minutes, so we're going to hit continue. And let's check your device. This check is a must-do step to ensure your device's reliability, integrity, and secure use. This confirms the chip inside your hardware wallet is genuine and from Trezor. Once your device has been given a clean bill of health, you're all set to Trezor with confidence. Yay! Okay, so we're going to hit start. And then it's telling us to look on our Trezor. We've got to confirm on our Trezor. And right now it says authenticate device. You want to allow your connected computer to configure your Trezor Safe 3 is genuine. So we're going to click on allow. And it's all ready to go. And then it's asking us to continue on the Trezor again. So it says, welcome to Trezor. Press the right button to continue. Use Trezor by clicking the left and right buttons. Continue right. Hold to confirm. Press and hold the right button to approve important operations. So we're going to press and hold. And then let go. Screen scroll. Press right to scroll down to read all content when text doesn't fit on one screen. Press left to scroll up. Sounds easy enough. Press both left and right at the same time to confirm. So we're going to push both left and right to confirm. Tutorial complete. You're ready to use your Trezor. Continue. And our tutorial is completed. So that was a little bit of a tutorial on how to use your Trezor. It's really simple and easy. You've just got the two buttons. So now we're going to be asked to back up our recovery seed. And it asks you if you want to create a new wallet or recover a wallet. Most of you are going to want to be hitting create a new wallet because you've set up a brand new Trezor. If you've got a Trezor Model 1 or a Trezor Model T and you want to use the same wallet and put it on your Safe 3, you can do that. All you have to do is hit Recover Wallet and enter your recovery seed that you wrote down from the last one. And you can always use this one to continue in the future and then have your Model T or your Model 1 be a backup in case you ever do lose a device. But most of you are going to create probably a new wallet. When you do click on Create New Wallet, it will give you the choice of either setting up a standard seat backup or the advanced Shamir backup, which is a multi-sig independent backup. This is huge. It allows you to actually create multiple 12-word backups that you can store in different locations, and you can tell Trezor how many you want to set up. For example, let's say you set up 5 recovery phrases, and then you can set it up so that you only need 3 of those recovery phrases to actually restore your crypto. And what this allows is if you lose one or two of your recovery phrases, you've still got three others in different locations to refer to back it up. It gives you a little bit more of a safety feature and more security. The standard seed backup, this will only give you one recovery phrase and you will write that one down. I would suggest if you do this that you do write it down at least twice and store those in different locations. God forbid your house ever catches a fire and you've lost that recovery phrase, or both backups. You don't want to store them in the same house, for instance. So store them in different locations. The Shamir backup is also good for someone like us who is traveling all the time. For instance, traveling can be risky. If I have one set of my recovery, so if I ever lose it, somebody who finds that recovery phrase cannot restore the crypto that I have on my Trezor device because they would still need 2 or 3 other recovery phrases that I've stipulated that you must have in order to recover the wallet. So it is a good safety feature when you're traveling. Now I do know, because I've set this up before, that it's more than 12 words. When you set up a seed phrase, it's actually 20 words. So if you're setting up, for instance, 5 recovery phrases that you've stored in different locations, you've got 20 words 5 times, if you know what I mean. So once you've written down your recovery seed on a piece of paper, remember, do not write these down online or have them anywhere on your computer. Do not take a picture of it on your phone. It is a mistake that as soon as it hits the online world, it is no longer safe or secure. Now we are going to hit continue, and it wants us to set up a PIN. Our PIN number can be anywhere from, I believe it's 4 to 8 numbers long. So pick something that you will remember. You obviously can write it down on your recovery sheet as well, simply because even if it were to get stolen, there's no point in keeping them in 2 different locations. Once a thief has your recovery phrase, they can easily factory reset a device and set a new PIN. So you do not need to store your PIN in a different location from your recovery phrase. You just need to make sure that when you store your recovery phrase, it is in a safe location and nobody's going to find it, especially if you are just using the standard backup where you only have one set of words for your recovery sheet. Now, if you're using the Shamir backup and one of those recovery sheets gets stolen by a thief or anything like that, and they try to recover it, they cannot, because obviously you've set it up that they need more than one. And that is the security of the Shamir backup. So we're going to set our PIN, and it's going to have us set it up on our Trezor device. So once again, it is never touching the online world. It's not being put in on our computer. This is the most safest and secure way to set and install these security phrases and pins. So it's telling us that we have to turn on PIN protection. So we're going to click yes. PIN will be required to access this device. Turn on. You definitely want to set up a PIN. PIN should be 4 to 50 digits long. Okay, that's a surprise. I honestly thought it would be 4 to 8 digits long, but I guess that is the extra security that's being put on with the Trezor, is that it's a lot longer than some other hardware wallets. So we're going to click on next. Position the cursor will change between entries for enhanced security. Hit continue, and now we're going to select our PIN, and we'll be back in a moment. Okay, we've set up our PIN on our Trezor device, and we're going to hit continue here. And now it's going to let us activate our coins. So Bitcoin is already automatically selected. Definitely want Ethereum selected. And you can choose any of the other coins that you would like to set up. We are just currently going to set up with those ones for now. setup complete. So then you can click on Access Your Suite. Now here you can actually set up a standard wallet would mean that you have no passphrase, no hidden passphrase is added. A hidden wallet means that every time that you log into your Trezor Suite, you will need to enter your hidden passphrase to access your wallet. Again, what it is essentially is adding on one extra word to your recovery phrase, or you can just look at it as if you're adding on a password to your Trezor Suite, and every time you want to access your coins, you enter that passphrase. Now here's the security feature that the Safe 3 has that the Model 1 does not have. So you can enter your passphrase on Trezor. This was never an option with the Trezor Model 1. You had to enter it in on your computer, and because it's an online world, it's not the safest form. So entering it on your Trezor is obviously the safest way to do it. That way even your password does not hit the online world. Now it is going to take you a little bit more time, especially depending on how long your password is. So if you do choose this option, maybe you want to make it maybe easy or shorter, but that's not the idea of a security password either. So I'm not sure what you want to do on that one. If you don't log into your Trezor that often or transact with your coins that often, then it's not a big deal. But you've got that option and you can do either one with the Safe 3. So now that we've entered our PIN on our Trezor device, it is going to open up our wallet, and I just created a brand new wallet, so this should find nothing. There you go. So if you've created a brand new wallet, this is what you're going to see. And it's got the 2 coins that we added before, Bitcoin and Ethereum, and backups created or pins enabled, passphrases enabled, and discrete mode. So you can, this is nice if you're ever actually, doing a tutorial video like this, or if you're in a public place and you do not want your figures to show. If you try discrete mode, it'll actually blur out all of your totals and it'll show up when you highlight on it. Very convenient for when you need that extra privacy. And it'll be the same on your accounts if you were to do that. And you had, let's say you had discrete mode on and you were going to your accounts and you've got balances in here and you don't want anybody to just see it. You're going to turn that on. So you can easily toggle that whenever you want. So in accounts, you can see Bitcoin and Ethereum. One of the things that I really love about the Trezor Suite that isn't really, or haven't seen it available on other devices, is that you can enable labeling. So you can actually turn this on and you can have labels that will be saved in your Dropbox or Google Drive. I would recommend Dropbox over Google Drive. But you turn this on, you're going to confirm it on your Trezor that you want to enable labeling. And then you're going to click which file system you want, click Dropbox and continue. You're going to log into your Dropbox account. If you don't have one, then create one with an email and a password. And what that's going to do is that when you are in your dashboard and you're receiving or sending Bitcoin, for example, instead of having a long list of letters and numbers, you can actually change this and say you're receiving some Bitcoin from your Coinbase account. You can actually write in here from Coinbase. And when you're in your wallet, and I don't have any transactions yet, but when it starts to show your transactions here, it will actually say this amount, you received this amount of Bitcoin from your Coinbase account because you've labeled it that it's coming from your Coinbase account or your Binance account or wherever. Now, when you're sending crypto, it's the same thing. You can say, I've sent so much amount of Bitcoin, it'll just be in your transactions, but you can change that label you would receive a wallet address from your friend, let's say, if you're sending it to Bob, and Bob sends you a wallet address that's, like this, you can actually, once you've received this transaction, edit that label address and put from Bob. Or if you're sending it to Bob, you can actually label it to Bob. So what's really nice about this is that when it comes to tax time or anything like that, everything's labeled and really easy for you to know exactly where it's going to, where it's come from, because nobody remembers a wallet address when they're transacting in cryptocurrency, right? You would have to have a photographic memory, let's put it that way. So that's a really great feature of Trezor. So you can go in here in your accounts and settings. You can change the currency if you're a Canadian or an Australian, or you're from Europe and you want it in euros or Great British pounds. You can change your currency here so that that reflects. Bitcoin units, you can click either Satoshis or Bitcoin. I prefer the Bitcoin. Make sure your Tor is turned on, and this will automatically be on the Tor network every time you open up your Trezor Suite. You can click on what color scheme you want, and then for device, you can always check your backup if you feel like you need to. You can also switch this to Bitcoin only if you decide to change your mind. Your PIN is set up. You can change the PIN here. Passphrase is set up. Safety checks, check device. And then coins, if you ever decide that you want to add more coins to your Trezor Suite, like Bitcoin Cash, you can just click on this and it will be added and it will show on your dashboard here. And you can click off it the same way. So whenever you want to go into your accounts, you'll just go here. For Ethereum, this will just show your Ethereum in this account. If you want to see your ERC20 tokens, they will be here, and you will be able to see them here. Now, often you can't transact with them in here or like trade them in here, so sometimes you have to connect to a third-party wallet, such as MetaMask, but just know that when you're connecting, your crypto is still safe and secure on your Trezor, so there's no worries about using those third-party wallets. And that's about it for setting up your Trezor Suite. It's really quite easy and simple. And once you've set this up, you're just going to love it. The Trezor just gives you that extra peace of mind when you're sleeping at night, knowing that your crypto is safe. So with that in mind, I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you on the next one. For now, be happy, be safe with your crypto. See you next time.